are live. Welcome to the Michigan Bros Grow Show. Got it right
Episode
this week, episode 206.
Sweet.
206.
Cheers, everybody.
And
Yeah.
welcome. What's up, chat?
Cheers, everybody.
Got the
Cheers,
panel
y'all.
here.
What a
We'll
good
have Red
weekend.
Becca coming later.
We were just pre-showing about guessing
Pink Death
windows on
Bubba.
new
Yeah,
grows.
I've like thrown the question out there. I threw it out in the Discord this weekend also to a few people. Just I've got Pink Death Bubba going that I got from Cascadian Grown a couple years ago, and really didn't get a gauge of like, grow times, when it might possibly be ready kind of thing. I've already started scoping it. I'm gonna be day 70, August 8th. So just trying to get a gauge. I've never done a bubba before, pre 98 bubba or any kind of bubba kush. Haven't done that yet. So didn't really know where I should, be looking for it to get done. Granted, like I said, I am scoping it. But so
Clear?
far,
How would they look? Clear, cloudy, or?
They're mostly clear. I had a couple cloudies, but I would say if anything, they're not ready yet. We're getting ready to start flushing this weekend, so things should start changing then. But we only only have one right now in the garden that's a little amber, and that's the Storm Shadow, which I'm really surprised about. I didn't expect for that to have any kind of amber going yet. That's like my longest one, so besides the chems. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Cleaned up the garden today. Lots of de-leafing. We're getting ready, like I said, to harvest. August 8th is day 70, sorry. And yeah, just kind of letting everybody go on autopilot right now. Short everybody up with a couple steaks. But yeah, this Pink Death Bubba, wow. Such great terps coming off of it. I mean, just amazing. Sweet berry, gassy.
It's definitely a new smell.
It is a new smell that I've not encountered yet at all. So I'm very intrigued by this.
Only thing pet in the past was maybe my Alien OG that I had was like a battery acid type. I don't know why that.
He gets that, but I don't. I get this sweet gas.
Battery acid. Let me ask you this. Nuttree, when in your past were you sniffing battery acid? Because that means you gotta, yeah.
Well, like when the four-wheeler, when it was boiling over, when I was trying to charge the battery.
Oh my God.
That, or I would think like that corroded smell around the battery maybe might be what he might.
Yeah, like
that corrosion around a battery.
What is that? Yeah, it's a specific chemical, but yeah.
But she's very, very sweet. She's very frosty. She's almost like got a waxy feel to her leaves. Super, really, God, I'm really excited about this one. So I've got one getting ready to be harvested on August 8th, and then we have another one followed up with that a few weeks behind. So really, really excited.
When you scoped it recently, what did it look like?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
When you scoped it recently, what did it look like?
I had a couple cloudiness trichomes to it, but not. It's mostly clear.
Mostly clear, yeah. I mean, you're on like day 54.
I wouldn't say it's ready.
So.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't say it's ready. Honestly,
well, I was looking at the genetics, and it's like 50%, chem and OG, and then like 50% sour diesel and Sensei Star. So that's longer runners. So you never know since you pop
and that's
those
the portion
seeds.
of it that I don't like is that Sensei. I don't like that sour D and Sensei Star portion of it. So I'm hoping right now it's pulling the other side.
You're probably. I would just wait like 2 days, and then in 2 days I'd start checking every day.
Okay.
And that's what you kind of gotta do on stuff like you care about, like and focus on. Like you just gotta check every day because it might be a 62er. I've seen strains that take a week to start ambering.
She didn't even make our last
and ones
harvest.
that take a day.
She was way behind in our last harvest, like the biggest runt out of everybody. So I just went ahead and cut her down, cloned her, and then put her back to veg. So this is a much better representation.
It's first real chance that we
get this definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, the other plant before was just like crappy, lacking, and not good. This one is phenomenal, and the second one coming up is even better. So really, really super.
I think it's a keeper. I don't
know. I'm kind of already thinking it's a keeper too, and
the smells.
I'm like reaching there. So I'm myself.
Can't wait to share it with all of you guys. Actually, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
But me, like, I'm almost kind of like, if these chems don't do something for me this time,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
chems really don't have much smell on them. Actually,
I really hate
This is a
to say it.
rerun on the chems again.
This is the
Yeah.
rerun on the chems
Yeah.
again.
My
So
buddy
this is,
ran some and he didn't keep any either. There was some alright ones, but there was
they're not
nothing.
really. They don't beef up at all. There's no bulk to them. They're
Yep.
very. I like their node placement, but they're just very
Old school too. They're old school as
small.
hell. Yeah, that's what I'm
So,
saying. That's what chem does, and it's not. Yeah.
so like I said, if
That's
this
why I
isn't
ultimately got
like,
rid of them.
yeah, if we're gonna
Didn't
this
yield.
batch will get washed with our other batch before first batch.
Or
So
replace it with some Spartan puke. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
I like that idea.
yeah. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. But right now, I don't know. These chems are really almost getting their asses booted.
How many
Hey,
Spartan?
that happens. I don't really like any of the indigo daydreams that much.
Really? Okay.
Like I got
Yes, you know.
the two I keep, but like kind of want to see one and concentrate, and the other I don't know. It didn't really keep that dill smell that Spartan likes. I don't know. He'll
Like,
have to
yeah,
smell it, but
I'm gonna
it
see how this
reverted
goes
more to a
washing.
more fruit.
So,
Yeah, that's the hard part. Is then you just want to see how it washes in two different ways.
yeah.
Is it
If
good
it
for rosin? Is
washes,
it good for
that might be a
BHO?
different story.
Yeah,
So if I can get it to wash and give me a good head stash, that's different.
yeah,
Then that's definitely a keeper for me. I don't need
Right.
it to smoke because right now I don't know. I feel like you're smoking more flour. I'm smoking more rosin. So and I'm barely smoking. If I do smoke any flour, it's very little.
yeah.
Mostly, if anything, it's in these
Light it up.
these GTs. Yeah,
Fire
matter
it
of fact. So we've got us a hash hole to smoke tonight. I'm super excited. This is a runts crossed with rainbow belts is the rosin. So runts is the flour, rainbow belts is the rosin, and it's oh god, I can't even read this. I know I've done this a zillion times, but it's 2.73 grams of flour and either 0.7 or 0.75 of rosin. Like I said, I can't read it. It's a blind. Oh lady. But wow.
That's cool.
Do a dry hit on this, and it's got just a phenomenal taste, and it gets you super fucking high too.
That's what's up right there.
I know. You're gonna have to get a lighter.
I'll be right back.
My garden, I just took down Cobra milk, so that's hanging, and then I got a bliss bud that looks like garbage, honestly, behind it. So that's probably got another week. I'm hoping it's going to pretty up a little bit in the last week, but right now it's not looking great.
Yeah.
It's disappointing because Bliss Bud is always so great.
I know it's one. So now I've got one in veg too. I'm like, well, that's moving up because it's going to have to be in flower quicker than I thought because I. And then I have a Mac 1 in flower and a Vortex in flower. They're like early flower.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Once I get that bliss bud down, I'll be able to put in the new light. So I'll be able to put in the Borg.
Sweet.
Yeah. I'm excited about that because then you get the different spectrums and play with that. GML's already figured out the HPS spectrum, so I can put it on HPS if I want to with an LED light.
Oh wow.
Just to see how it grows. That'd be cool. Cool little experiments to play with.
Yeah, I like experiments.
Yeah, me too. Keeps things fun. Keeps them interesting.
Absolutely.
We got over to the Trichome Forge and got some strapping up on the walls in Flower Room 1. So that's Flower Room 1 is now ready for wall panels.
Yep. We'll get walls up next time. There was something I was out there this evening. There was something I needed to say to you. But I'll remember it later. There's something about the grow that we need to do, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, we got the strap up. We'll get the walls up. Triple Burgers Day. Shit, I don't know what day. Like 50, 49.
Oh, it's getting close.
Yeah. Not really on some of them though. Some of them that follow GMO, you can tell they're nowhere close. So it's gonna be a staggered harvest for sure.
That's kind of cool. That means it'll be staggered dry, which means it'll be easier to deal with trimming and or whatever. However we're gonna do it.
You also.
Say what, Tara?
We're doing a staggered one also.
Yeah, I just have to with the, cause there's like one field. I had TJ over today to look through it and see if he liked anything. He pointed out which is funny. His favorite one was number 1. So triple burger number 1 out of 60. But that's that one in the very middle on the good table.
Uh-huh.
But like the middle. And
I
that's
had the
that one
best
that
light.
looks almost yeah, it's the best light, but it's like almost done.
Oh,
It's
okay.
got
It's closest
crazy
one.
bag appeal, and then when you smell it, he did describe it kind of perfect. It's like that gross, like I call it the gym bathroom smell, but like it's like a urinal cake,
That
you
sounds
know, like
terrible, man.
yeah, it's really gross, but it's terpy as hell. So that was one, and then number 15 he picked out, which was just a really good terper, GMO kind. But I think a lot of them still need time to terp out the ones
Yeah.
that look like GMO, because the I don't know, and it's hard to. It's like he said. I feel like I get muted to it, so it's hard to go in there and smell. Like today, I was just like kind of rubbing a bunch, but you never know if you're smelling the last plant or that plant.
Yeah, that makes it tough. Once we
Yeah.
uh, get to harvesting it, we'll probably get another idea.
Yeah, I think
If
we're
one
gonna try and
stands out,
take enough flour to get like an ounce off each, and then the rest can just go in a smorgasbord.
just take the tops that are easy to trim, and then
Exactly, for smoking.
all the rest
The
goes to fresh
rest,
frozen.
I'm down for that. But yeah, we got the freezer too. The freezer was delivered. Uh,
Dope.
19.8 cubic feet, pure insulated coldness.
That's right. We'll be able to
Uh, I think
smash
it's
that. Ball.
I think it's a Frigidaire. I don't know. I just picked one that had a good price. Let's see. Anything new? Oh, a pop and Spartan puke. I should pop them after the show.
Hell
So
yeah! How
we'll
many?
we'll get 32 of those going. Hopefully we'll get
Nice.
16, around 16 females.
Yeah, because those are full 100% natural plants that haven't been feminized.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
Pharrell.
All
Pharrell.
Let's see.
natural.
Pineapple upside down cake's starting to get chunky, so I need
Good.
to go through and smell that. Maybe I'll do that here in a sec.
I got a big old cola on the Meathead Cherry Afghani. I'm not keeping it, but I do have a very big cola on it.
Oh, I
Nice.
got new seeds.
Ooh.
Lots of new seeds. I don't know
Oh.
why. There was sales this weekend.
Oh, that's
Holy
right. You got that. You got that Thug Pug hookup. You got.
Yeah,
what?
Luscious Genetics had a crazy sale. They had like 40% off compounds, what caught my eye because my buddy's a compound fan. And they're expensive, so 40% is a lot off of their crap. Um, then I saw Thug Pug at the bottom and some others I'm browsing. Like their Thug Pug that's like $100 was like 50. So I got what is it, meat cookies, which is cookies and cream times meat breath. And then I
Ooh.
got something else. I don't know the name. I can't remember the name, but it's titty sprinkles times meat breath.
We've got titty sprinkles right now at work.
We remember that one from the ZA Olympics at work, and we were like, that one was all right. It just
We're getting
wasn't
ready to harvest in about a couple weeks. I'll let you know how it goes.
all
Wait a
right.
minute. So you're saying you remembered it from the ZA Olympics because it was all right. So you bought those seeds because
No,
it was
you remembered it.
all right.
I bought them for the meat
Come on.
breath because I
It
like
was.
meat
Oh,
breath.
okay.
It
And
said
hopefully, I always believe there's enough genetic potential for any possibility. So like, whether you have enough seeds or you just get lucky with the one pack you have, you might get that one that's like not like what you smoked or knew about it, and or it might have that potent trait. So maybe in that pack it's got some potency in from something else. I don't know, but it was $50 for a Thug Pug pack. At the very least, it's an investment. And then the last one was because I do like this one. I've liked it. I've never grown it or anything, but I've always liked the dabs and stuff people give me. But peanut butter breath back cross. So I was like, yeah, give me that. And then I get a
Yeah.
couple freebies. One's a Thug Pug freebie, and then the other's like Luscious. But then I bought from my coworker. He wanted to get rid of some so that he could buy a different pack. Um, I got Dud 91 Top Dog. And that's like a Kim crossed with something. I can't remember. He told me. Let me pull it up. And then the other he threw in was Mango Dub from Top Dog, which is another uh, It's like sour dub times mango number 5 or something.
Would you say it was called mango what?
Mango dub?
Dub? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the second part of it? What's the dub?
Hang on, let me look these up to get the names right. Here it is. It's Underdog OG Backcross number 2 times Chem 91.
Okay.
And then the other one he gave me, I bought was banana coffee from Skunk House because I already have a pack of that, which is a banana OG times, oh crap, I don't know. It's not banana-y, but it's got some good Skunk House genetics in the back. So I figure why not have 2 packs of that.
Oh, what'd you ask me
Yeah.
about the banana condom for? I can't remember. Did you guys just get it at work or something? Or
Oh
you-
yeah, Skeet just bought it.
He
He bought like I don't know. TJ was telling me he bought a bunch of
Yeah, we just had that come
strains, and one of
through.
them was a banana condom. I was like,
Yeah.
it said 7% hasher
It's super great
and all this crap.
process, and it was definitely one I snatched up and actually went through really quick. It was
I
really,
remember that's what I told TJ. I said that's the one Tara kept going on about. So
Yeah. and I
it's
don't like
pretty
it
good.
enough, so that's why I was even more drawn to it. I didn't even want to smoke it. I didn't even want to. I was like, I don't even need it. But then I was like, all right, I'll take a whiff, and wow. And then I had a dab of it, and then I was stuck. It was good.
Yeah, I'm excited he'll get that because then I can get my hands on it and see what it's about. But the banana coffee is modified banana times gelato 25, which is
Whoa,
surprising because I'm not
that
a
is
gelato
surprising.
fan, but I've never seen 25.
Okay.
And modified banana is banana
That's a good one.
OG times GMO.
There's let's see, I tried it's called Banana Tree from Monopoly Melts rosin.
I think I saw that. I've
That
never
is
tried
like
it.
straight ripe banana. I mean, just
Oh, gross.
yellow banana through and through.
Gross.
This was a Primal Punch 2. I thought was more bananas. The most bananas I've tasted in weed.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
I
agree.
agree.
We agree.
Yep, we agreed. Definitely wasn't like Dan's cut. Dan had the fucking F1 and that.
You had the F1 fruit punch cut.
Yeah, there was no banana in that. Dan got the pristine one.
Speaking of seeds, this is a thing that kind of shocked me. I had some people email me about the Big Cloud event that, I mean, I knew it was a metric event. That didn't shock me. But what shocked me was that they weren't even allowed to buy seeds there.
Really?
That you could order them and then you'd have to go home and then get them in the mail or something.
The whole weekend, the whole thing kind of tripped me up a bit with the whole metric situation. So I was that, and then there was somebody there washing hash.
What's the point of a metric event?
How were you washing hash? Was this a caregiver portion that you were washing?
There's plenty of dispensaries selling metric.
No, it was all metric, so it had to have been in metric, so it would have been commercially.
Everything, all of it was metric then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, all of the cannabis products.
Yeah.
Were metrics, and maybe there's some. That's the thing that made me kind of like raise my eyebrows because last I heard, the DEA put a statement out saying that federally all seeds are okay. They're all considered hemp because they're lower than the threshold for THC. But this is seeming like there's I don't know if there's a rule in the MRTA or what that's has something to do with seeds. I haven't found anything in my searches. But from people that were there, they were telling me that it had to do with laws. And I'm thinking, what law?
Could we give away seeds? Like if we all went there and just started giving away seeds, would that be
Well,
legal?
I mean, that's what I do. Shit, I don't care.
Do it anyway.
It's federally legal.
Johnny Appleseed?
Johnny Appleseed, that's right.
Exactly. I mean, I've given away over probably, I don't know, hundreds. I've given away hundreds of seeds at least. Maybe not 1,000 yet, but I've at least given away hundreds.
Yeah, that's awesome. Heck yeah.
But that blows my mind, man. It's like, what the? How can you? We're supposed to be a legal state, and you're going to have some weird rule about even when the federal government says it's okay.
What state were we talking about? Oh, New York, where they have this temporary flea market laws. I like that. it sounded nice. Like nice.
Well, it's still until you read into it, and it's like, well, it's like metric. So it's like, yeah, you can have a farmers market, but you have to have a license.
Oh,
You have to apply for the license to
that's
go to get
stupid.
it. It's not
Yeah,
just show up and you can, sell your stuff.
yeah. One day.
Yeah, but
The problem too. I think about sometimes is
Donut.
you get over
nice.
the hype of the legalization in each state, and then it's like you don't have the common man's or woman's focus on cannabis anymore to refine the laws afterwards. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
now we have to get it back on a ballot. You gotta get a certain number of signatures, blah blah. So it's like now you gotta get everybody back into it, and then a lot of the regular folk are like, "Why? I can go to the dispensary and get stuff. It's all good."
yeah,
So it's that's the tough battle I think there. And I see it in other states too. I think,
for sure.
or like California where they've reversed laws badly. They haven't improved them. They've made them worse. So
Yeah, that's why I just like try not to participate in the system and just let it watch it burn, kind of a thing.
yeah.
That's kind of like my
Uh,
my uh my current path, I guess, is that.
Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah, yep, exactly. So yeah, that was a shocker for me. But there was also a lot of good, I'm sure, that went
Speaking of
down.
events, though,
Yes,
we got the
Third
third
Eye
eye
Craft Fair
coming up.
Yeah.
Yep, third eye
Sunday,
craft fair
Weekend.
a week
Excited.
from now.
right here in Jackson.
Yep. Really excited to go there.
Well, I think it's noon to like 8 or something.
Oh, you don't even have to wake up early. Sick.
Oh,
Right.
no, and even like at the regular times, I think they open at like 11. That's still freaking almost afternoon.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the food truck.
I was just saying there's gonna be a food truck. I don't know what the food truck's gonna be.
I'm really hoping it's the one that's always there, the one with
Asian.
what's it
Asian
called?
wonton.
The Asian wontons. Oh my
Wonton
god.
tacos.
Oh,
They're all usually pretty good.
I hope they're there. I hope so. They're usually there. So let's fingers crossed. But yeah, I don't know how
Live.
things and it looked like there was a big turnout.
There's gonna be. I mean, I know I'm gonna be there. I know Bake's gonna be there.
Yep.
We'll be
Here.
there.
I don't know how long I'll be there. I mean, I still
If it
have.
starts at noon, I'll probably try to get there at noon because
Yeah.
I'll have to go back to work to water later that day.
And I got podcasting later that day.
That and we've got a drive plus the podcast. So
Yeah. So that's
we'll probably be
I'll
there
try to get there at noon.
hours.
That's probably good. That's a good time though. I like middle of the day.
Yeah. I think it's probably, if I had to just guesstimate, I bet you it's less than 15 miles from my house, maybe closer to 10. So I'm excited about an event that's
10
that close.
miles. I know if it's where you said it was. There's no way your distance is off.
So it's closer to your place than Bake's place?
Oh, by a lot. It's way
Okay.
closer.
That gives me
No, bro. It's probably 3. If I put in my GPS, it's probably 3.7 to 4.5 miles away from here.
Okay.
But
I went downtown. I went downtown the other day. It was 3.7.
I'm way closer than you are to it.
Exactly. You're not 10 miles.
That's why I was
It's
being
so funny. You both
conservative.
live in the same
I said
damn
less. I said less than. I said it's less than.
Oh well, yeah. It's less than 100 too.
area.
Oh, but
Oscar and Felix.
Purple Thumb, yeah, Purple Thumb. He's already forgotten because we're still gathering it all together. You want a bunch of seeds? I have all the stuff from Spartan here and me.
And just waiting on my shit. I'm the lacquer.
Yeah, we're starters. Spartan Puke, Project V, seeds, Red Velvet Pancakes from Lit Farms, Mint Cannon Hat. Tara had some seeds, I think y'all threw in, and then same with Red. We're gonna grab those.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Grab them on
we haven't
Sunday.
forgotten. It's just it's trying to get everything
We're just
more
bad on
focus and
location
shit
right now.
out. Yeah.
Well, we'll be seeing each other on Sunday.
Yep. Exactly. All right, but yeah. I gotta start trimming. I procrastinate trimming so bad.
What do you got to trim?
Indigo daydreams.
Oh, it's because you don't like it. You just said.
Exactly. When you don't like a strain, you fucking don't even want if it weren't for the fact that it's way better just freeze it when you harvest if you're gonna run it for hash or
Yeah.
BHO, I would fucking hash this shit. I don't know. I gotta give these other phenols a chance. There's 2 of them I haven't even smoked up there. I'm gonna do it tonight, but it's just a mess, and they're not pretty or like easy to trim
So you're getting a lot
at
of
all.
trim off of it, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
That's
and
annoying.
there's a lot of what's disappointing to me is when I get a decent amount of spongy larf. Like if it's
Oh,
hang on, I got my trim bin here. I got examples. Like here's a pretty big one where it's like, let me take this off so you can actually see the size of this. So like that's it's decent in literal physical size,
like it's enough to keep.
but it's a fucking sponge.
Yeah.
So it went in my trim. It went in my trim. Same with this one. So like, there's a lot of that, and that's disappointing because it's like, is it the genetics? Did I not trim it high enough, or default?
Yeah.
And then it's that, and then it's like, oh well, I got a bunch of this crap in my trim.
Run it a second time and it does it again, then yes, I say it's the genetics. And honestly,
Yeah.
I think that's the only true way you can kind of weed things out. Is the more you run it each time, you kind of like are like, okay, well, it did this, it didn't do this, it did this.
The problem is, Tara, you're on your
like
first grow, but the first grow there, right?
Yes.
Where you guys, and you already are growing Pink Death Bubba twice.
Yep.
I haven't grown shit twice.
Okay.
Because except like known cuts like Donny Burger and stuff that I know I want to smoke.
Right.
Because I'm a pheno hunting addict and I'm just like, I don't have space to run that twice. I already spent 4 months on that son of a bitch. But that's the problem there is like I never have time really to give these things, and you're supposed to. You should be running these things twice or thrice.
Yeah, but I feel like
it's got to be special enough.
A lot easier than maybe I would. You're very like, you've always been like this. I feel like as long as I've known you, you're very like, you grow it and you're like, meh, and then it's out.
Yeah.
If you,
I can't tell you. That's what I'm saying. I can't tell you how many yes I give around here.
A lot.
Like this pineapple upside down cake. I'm just like, yeah. I hope you get better because you're yeah. That's a good point. Like.
I feel like I'm the same way though right now. Honestly, we have all these different genetics.
I need bangers. I need bangers in my life.
I need bangers too. So that's
what I'm saying. Like,
that's why, like, I feel like this Pink Death Bubba might be it. I know this sugar cone that I have is it. That's staying for sure. But it's like everything else. I know the
trim ball.
What is it?
Trim ball.
Trim ball. Nice.
I made a trim ball. I'm playing with my trim instead of trimming. See, this is. I need to go upstairs. I'll be right back and get this trimming going.
He's so reluctant. You hear the sigh.
I kind of have to have patience at this point because I've waited so long to grow again. I feel like I can like kind of have the patience to do it a second time. And like I said, you don't really know truly if it's gonna be like and how we're looking at it at least on my standpoint. I'm gonna smoke you as flower or I'm gonna smoke you as rosin. That's either here
what about BHO?
That's how my or BHO. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's how I think too.
But it's like, at this point that's like all I think about. Either honestly I'm not smoking that much flower, so really you've got to connect with me on a level that I might want to get this washed and smoke it as hash, or try to smoke it as hash, I should say, because it's not a sure thing.
Yeah.
You could think things look the greatest and they are all trichomy up and then it just doesn't dump.
That makes it even harder because if you're trying to find something that's really good for hash or concentrate. That takes even longer because then after it's all
Yeah.
harvested and everything, you still have another step before you know. So you're holding plants for even longer to figure out. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm on my second run of the chems to add to the last run to wash it all as one big run, just so I got a better idea. It's no sense in doing some silly little run. I might as well just do it all together. At this point, I'm a couple weeks, 16 days out. I might as well.
I'm gonna smoke a bowl before I start.
Oh my gosh, we're still trying to work on this donut.
It's got me
Takes a
pretty
while.
lit right now.
I grabbed a different pheno I haven't really smoked. I can't. I didn't keep this one, so if it's good, that's gonna suck.
Yeah,
So could you
everything
need
I've smoked so
living
far,
coal?
so I've just kind of been like, meh, meh,
Yeah.
meh.
Well, that's the
I like the
thing. Yeah.
motherfucking Jones. I really like it, but I'm even with it. I'm like, I like it. I like it a lot, but it's like, meh.
Yeah.
I'm still like, meh. I like it. I like it a lot, but meh.
Cheers, Deckman Dan. What's up, dude? Miss you,
What
buddy.
up, dude?
Here's Dan.
All right, let me grind this up.
We bought it. It's a Pack Legend GT.
Oh yeah, this is Pack Legends. GT is the rolling company. They hand roll all of these. I mean, it's special. I feel very privileged every time I smoke one of these because I can't roll like this. He can't roll like this.
Do they
Takes
go
a lot
to
of practice.
events or anything, or how do you get them?
Was
Yes,
it
maybe harem events. The
Okay.
traveling circus.
Come.
I know that a few people have them. It's part of Pack Legends, GT Rolling Company. They've partnered up with them to do some stuff, but kind of black market-ish kind of situation.
Okay. Yeah.
The best kind of in my situation. I love that.
Yeah.
You mean local? The local. They support local.
Local
That's
business.
Local, yeah.
I don't want to. I hate to say black market, but they're caregivers, and they.
Then say my favorite. That's traditional market.
Traditional market.
Yes,
There you
they
go.
are. They are in metric though. Don't want to cut them out. You can get these at a dispo. I would there and they do if you look at let's see, where is it? Peninsula Gardens. Some of the dispos like down south in Michigan around Monroe, they have a few dispos that have got these drops, and they're phenomenal. It is definitely a well-rounded doobie to smoke. It's the best thing I've had in a very, very long time.
Smooth.
Very smooth. I mean, yeah, we've coughed a few times, that kind of thing, but for the most part, I mean, this is like rosin and flour and together, and we're not like gagging and choking, and it's very smooth. The flour's wonderful, so super great.
Deckman Dan rolls his own
Oh,
donuts.
Dingman Dan rolls.
And Dan makes his own hash.
Donuts
Yes, he
with Dan.
does.
Hell yeah.
I miss him.
Definitely.
Time to make the donuts.
I'll be
Dunkin'
honest.
Donuts.
I only smoked one donut once. And it was in a group of like 6 people, and it was not a good experience. But I don't know whose donut it was. It just didn't burn right and everything, so I gotta give them another shot or make my own ones.
That one that Tara and Nutri just had there, that looked like
Yeah,
it burned
like
good.
that's what I'm saying. Ours didn't burn like that.
It's totally proper. I mean,
Yeah.
We started it.
it got a little off kilter. Like, okay, so you really have to smoke it a certain way.
Like a cigar.
Yeah, kind of like just kind of little like short puffs. I always like get the cherry going real good right at the beginning. Burn off the whole top of it and get a nice sear on it almost. And then I give it a little blow to get it going down a little bit on the paper. And then after that, just really short tokes. And if you don't stop, I'm gonna punch you. So, yeah, but you definitely have to It has to be smoked a certain way. You can't do long draws on it. Little short tokes. Super great.
So you gotta take it like taking shots.
Yep. I always am like toot,
Shot,
toot, toot.
shot.
Everybody.
There you go.
Oh, we just got copyrighted.
No,
Yeah, we didn't do the video, so we should be okay. 'Cause
Yeah,
we can
that's all.
we can claim parody. We're parodying it.
Yeah, we're what's karaoke video channel now, and that's what we're claiming. Yeah, let's see. I got a Fatso and flour. I'm excited about that because that's one of my favorite personal smokes, and I was
I want to try that
looking
so
at.
much. You better save me some, damn it.
Yeah, I will.
You know it's just gonna be like GMO, right?
Yeah, I know.
It's not. It's not. I was.
Me and Baked, we're right on the same page. Right
It's
there.
made. It's got it in it, but it's What did the description? We were looking at the test results. It's 39% THC, 43 total is what
Ow.
the ad or the Strainly ad showed that when they bought it. We were looking at it today, and at the bottom it said Michelin tire, burnt Michelin
Rubber.
tire. So like it's delicious.
Like it had to be actually that brand of rubber too. That's pretty specific.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you're getting specific, man. And if anybody knows tires, it's Michigan people. So there's a big ass one on the way to the airport.
Yeah, there is. It's been there for a long time. You know what that used to be?
You told me once, but I don't remember because I don't think it was interesting enough.
Okay, well I won't tell you. It's not interesting enough.
Well, it must not have been. All right, that's fine. Maybe Tara wants to know or chat wants to know.
It's the old wheel that they had at the World's Fair, the Ferris wheel.
Oh, that's right. And I tricked you. Now I know.
It's super cool.
You know for now.
I still get
You'll forget again, don't worry.
that and the big Pistons basketball.
Basketball? What about it?
There's a big old basketball when you come into Detroit.
Oh, really? I've never seen that.
Or the big fist.
I must not come in from the right direction.
It's right after the tire.
Have you seen the big fist after downtown?
Oh, yeah.
Joe Lewis's fist?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I never toured Detroit. I need to go there and just tour.
Oh, I've been all over the world.
I hate driving around big cities, so it's like it's a double-edged sword. Huh?
Sometimes it's worth it.
Yeah.
Some part, yeah, this gets some really
I don't think you driving with me or Spartan. High blood pressure is never worth it.
Nah, there's no need for that.
Well,
there's lots of good things to see, though. Even in Detroit, oh gosh, there's so many things to see. Even just the rundown areas is worth seeing too. Just because you might have this little rundown area, but then you might have this gem right in the middle of it, and it's just beautiful. So
you might get shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on where you're at in Detroit, there's some. I definitely would say there's some spots in Detroit you should not be.
No, there are definitely some unsafe spots, but I always try to look for the good side in everything. So I always go in everywhere I go, looking bright, looking good, just
like how 8 Mile used to be real bad.
Negative. No, there's no negative.
But now 8 Mile is full of dispensaries.
All the 8 Mile trips I've made, all of the trips to different dispos, people's houses, not knowing them, I fortunately have been on the good side, so I'm thankful.
Yep. Well, that's an interesting topic. I was thinking about at work the other day as the pound price dropped from all right, so I think about it as maximum. Back in the day, if you got a pound and you were selling, if allegedly and stuff like that, then you could divvy out that pound for, let's say, at most, if you really took your time and grammed it out 20 a G, you're looking at like 8,000 something dollars. Well, really, you know, 7 if you're
Probably half
selling.
that. Probably half that is more.
At the prime, I'm
I
talking
guess. I mean, you're
2010.
if
And
you're hustling
can I,
like that, I guess. But that's a lot
We
of
were
work.
we were selling
Yeah.
like that's 480 an ounce, right? We were
where's
Yeah.
selling 400 an ounce all day.
can I ask where your
So
numbers
like
come from?
2010 when I was
Okay.
selling.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, uh, as the pound price drops, Ripper's interest has to drop. You
You
know
would
what I
think.
mean?
Yeah.
Well, because you don't hear about it as often, at least not up here. I mean, I've seen an article or two a year
I was gonna
where
say
it's
I
like,
hear
you
about
know,
it every year. I hear
really?
about it every year so far. There has
Okay,
not been a year that I haven't heard about somebody that I know didn't get it. Like
once,
usually every year I hear at least one person have an incident.
yeah. So, well, I mean, do you hear every year of somebody getting robbed just regularly?
No.
Oh,
Well, I guess yes if you count because
oh.
they're getting robbed of their cannabis.
I mean, I was just saying, like I would think there'd be news articles on that, like
Oh, I'm sure in the news. I'm talking about
store,
people I
whatever.
know. I'm not talking about the news. I'm not.
I'm just saying in general because it's statistically. So
Well, yeah,
like you would have
people.
to. The only way we have is like news, not like
Yeah.
articles and things to say. Like I remember the one I saw this year was somewhere in Detroit. I don't know if they on purpose, but they rammed a car through a wall, and it ended up being a grow op.
Yeah.
And
I don't think that was in Detroit.
oh okay, I thought it was Michigan.
It was Michigan, but I think it was Flint.
Okay. Oh okay, maybe it was Flint. Yeah. So but yeah, like that. Like that's a known. That was the only time I saw it this year. So like. I think it's gone down compared to what it's been in the past. I don't know, maybe it hasn't, but that's what the topic we were talking about at work
You think
was.
Ripon has gone down?
Yeah, because it's not worth it as
Yeah,
much.
because
You might get shot, you might go to jail, you might whatever
no,
over a $700 pound or a
no,
fifth,
it's.
you know.
I don't think it's gone down per se. I think it's just changed forms, and now they're fucking knocking off dispos because then it's a no more case.
Straight up burglarizing the
Dude,
establishment, you mean?
yeah, it's a huge problem
True.
in Michigan. A huge
Oh,
problem.
okay.
It's so much so that CRA has put out bulletins to places, especially if you have if the dispo has a service where they do deliveries, they're getting
Yeah.
targeted. Delivery drivers are getting targeted, and then the dispos themselves are being targeted here in the state.
Wow.
It's not
So
good.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
heard any of that. Gosh.
you think about a lot of these companies aren't getting traditional banking methods, so they might have a lot of cash on hand. It's just they're
They
pretty ripe targets.
station for some places too. So, and I
Yeah.
don't say traditional, but licensed.
Most municipalities try to push the dispos into like the edges of town. They don't want them in downtown where
Yeah.
there might be a more higher police presence and stuff. So they're always pushed to the corners anyway, and so they're not usually
Yeah.
in the greatest locations. There's a lot of reasons, but unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if anybody heard earlier, but don't forget to switch to live chat. I actually said it on the first half of the show tonight.
You did? I don't remember. I didn't hear it.
Oh,
But I am
yeah,
live.
that's because everybody was talking. I just like remembered it. Sometimes when I think of things, I just say them. And
It's a funny thing you mentioned that though, because I think it was, I can't remember if it was last week's show or the week before, but it was a recent show I was doing with Uncle Rick there, Let's Be Buds, who's in chat right now.
yeah.
There was a portion of the show, which was near the end of it, where he was sharing his screen because he was complaining about a feature on YouTube where he was getting like this floating heart icon. So he wanted to share his screen because I didn't believe him because I didn't have the floating heart icon.
No, do.
Yeah.
And I realize now that that's from I do get that on my phone, so it must be a mobile app thing.
Oh,
But
computer thing?
I have.
yeah, I didn't get it on I don't get it on the computer.
The phone thing, but
Yeah.
is it they're using their computers? We're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the computer it doesn't show up, which is awesome.
Okay.
I don't
But
understand where this heart is.
on the phone. It's in the chat, in the live chat, in the bottom right. It's just like it's like a emoji
Oh,
thing.
I see it. It's like
Yeah.
going off for some reason.
Troy's doing it now.
Yeah, hundreds.
Yeah. I see it
I was
on the
just doing it.
computer.
Yeah.
I don't have it. I have it on YouTube chat popped out, and I don't see it on there, and I'm glad I don't.
Really?
Yes.
But
Oh.
And but anyhow, that's basically this is the conversation. We just recreated the conversation I had with Uncle Rick, and so he was showing. So I was like, I didn't believe him, so he was showing me his screen, and this is towards the end of the show.
Do you
And,
guys see the parts though?
I don't.
Do we have what?
I don't see any.
Parts at all though,
I
right?
see nothing.
No,
Yeah,
there's a little
see
tiny
nothing.
heart, and
Bake sees it.
there's
I
a
don't.
there's a
Bake
bunch
sees
of
it, but you don't.
emojis flying off of it,
But
and
you're
I
using
can
your
click them
computer
if I
also.
want.
Pardon?
Right. I'm
Like,
using the
see,
computer.
Both using
I'm
computers.
gonna click the. Everybody click the party symbol. Party.
Right,
I think Baked is seeing it because he's viewing the chat through StreamYard, which I'm not.
No,
Okay.
no. I'm viewing it through.
Hold on, I want to see.
I have to use Edge browser.
What?
Because if I pull up my Mozilla, that's what I use for Michigan Bros. You see, they have their own account, so I have to keep that logged in on Mozilla.
Oh, I see what you're
And on-
saying.
and then I chose Edge because for some reason Chrome. I don't know why I didn't choose Chrome, but so maybe it's because you have Chrome on and it
I have
blocks it or
Chrome.
something.
Yeah, I have Chrome.
Yeah, I don't know, but you don't need it.
Definitely don't need it. I know. But anyways, to finish my story, when he shared his screen, I looked up and he's in fucking not in live chat. He's in good old top chat, and I was like, I want to know why you're in top chat above everything.
Yeah,
So it was amazing to bust. It was cool.
That's why I remind people it's a sneaky one. I don't understand why they haven't fixed that. Why would anybody want to be in top chat? Like,
I don't understand why it's a default. Yeah, that's a terrible default.
That's a weird default to have, I think, for a live showing. But yeah. So yeah. A little topic we can talk about later. I don't know. Interesting thing that I thought about when I was telling you about that streaming stuff.
Yeah.
Where you can record a podcast and then on Spotify and just upload it. Then I thought about it, I was like, well, what does that mean they have the rights? And so I posted on Reddit. I posted on Reddit to get a discussion going. So we'll see tomorrow what people say, because maybe that's how they're. Do you know Spotify is a $2 billion company?
2 billion? No, I didn't.
Yeah,
know that.
$1 billion, dude. You know how much SoundCloud is?
No.
It's like a $300 million company or something like that. It's crazy the gap between number 1 and 2 streaming services. But that's really off topic. Yeah. But yeah.
But what could be on topic would be: do we have episodes of the Bro Show being uploaded onto Spotify?
No, let's figure that out. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Now it's like, where do I want to upload? Because that's that
true,
Anchor thing I was telling you about. Spotify bought them. They used to be like their own company.
I was getting all of our ones when I listened through my Apple podcast thing that I have.
Well, yeah, there's like main podcast listening things. That's Apple, Spotify. There's a couple others, and you want a uploader that uploads to all of those. You know, like something you can go throw your MP3 file in, and then it just throws it on Apple for the Apple people, throws it on Spotify for whoever uses Spotify.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's what we're talking about. But this one is actually like even further than that, where it's like you can record on here, you can upload on here, you can edit on here, blah blah. But I bet there's some fine print. So. Maybe I'll have some responses.
So Spotify is now the owners of Anchor, so they've got both.
Yeah, so they bought those suckers out. Whatever, and this is my tip to chat and everybody.
Oh, just a tip, man.
Yep. You don't want the whole thing. That's not the tip.
I don't want the whole thing.
The tip is, if you see a company get bought out, you better watch that company, because it's not the same company anymore. And every time.
And it's probably going to be worse. Is that what you're saying?
Generally, yeah. Generally, it's gonna get sold out. Just like I'm not like I use Amazon and stuff, but that's one tactic I never really liked by them was the whole, oh, that's a good idea, sir. Here's a sack of money you can't resist, and we're gonna buy your product out,
Yeah.
and yeah. But so
This
like
happens
that's
in
what
the
that was my first red flag when I saw that.
that happens in the craft beer industry a lot. Like a big
Yeah, yeah, all
distributor
these
would buy it.
IPAs, yep, and
Yep.
Budweiser, Anheuser. Hey, how you doing? Shiny, got a
I see you
shiny
making
bunch of diamonds.
yeah. I see you're
You,
making some money.
you like my monocle?
This
But
big bag of diamonds.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
where's Reb when you need? Yeah, talk about vulture
That's
capitalism there,
so
Jim.
funny. I was just gonna say, where's
Actually,
Red?
they're in
Yeah.
chat. Red and Becca, they're on their way home right
They're on
now.
their way home.
They
They're
said, hey,
working hard at the garden. I got a bunch to do after this. I just chose to
They
wait.
work so hard.
I gotta hit my flower room
Guys,
after this.
gosh, shut up.
Exactly. I gotta do flower.
Come on. They just really, sun up to sundown, are really getting it. I mean, gosh,
I
I love
think.
you guys.
I think that goes along with like that closed loop life though.
Yeah.
Something you gotta think about, like, cause I was talking about it with my boss. He's like, "Oh, we're thinking about getting a cow." I was like, "Oh yeah, you would." But then
Tell them get a
I
donkey.
said,
Donkey is better to protect your land. Tell them get a
well,
donkey.
I was like, did you guys get a cow or what? And he's like, no, we really thought about it. It's a lot of work. And I was like, yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of work.
More than just feeding and stuff. And so yeah, that's the thing. You're a farm
was
is
he
a
gonna-
farm. A farm
What was
is
he
a
going to get
farm,
the
which
cow
means it
for?
works.
Was he trying to get milk from it, like a milk cow?
Milk
Or-
eventually, and then eventually I think he was gonna try to eat it. But that was the other part of it. He
Well, you
knew
don't.
he would
Those are
he
two
knew he'd
different.
get attached to it.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are
it's
two different
two
kinds of
different
cows. Yeah.
That would
cows. See, I don't know if you
Well,
knew
you
that.
can eat a milk cow, but that's usually what goes to like fast food joints
Cannery.
like McDonald's and
Oh.
stuff. They'll buy a milk cow.
So
That's-
hard because there's
Oh.
dude, I go past cows every day and I roll my window down and yell as loud as I can, "Good morning, mamas!"
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, "I'll see you soon on my burger, bitches."
No. They're so cute
Oh.
with those big old eyes. Oh my god, I just want to eat them up. Not like
So I
I
just I don't know how I don't know how this is connected, but my mind connected these things. When you said that, Tara, I had an image of you doing that, and then I had an image of the birds chirping outside fucking Bake's window in the morning. And the bed,
Would you
maybe
shut though?
maybe the birds are just saying good morning to Baked, and he's just like, shut the fuck. And they're probably thinking he's just yelling good morning back, and they're like, oh, he's so nice.
There's some mornings I can sleep through it, like this
I
morning.
love them cows so much. I do. Every morning I drop him off at work and I yell at them cows, and then I get a little second gist of them almost when I'm to work, and I'm like, "Hello, mamas. I just love you so much. Can I come to you and pet you? I want to pet them so much."
So they hold a sign up that says "Eat more chicken." It's like a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Chick-fil-A's trash.
I do love
Oh
cows.
dang! Why are you throwing the gauntlet down on Chick-fil-A? What was that? Under your breath.
Bless you.
Unpopular opinion.
Is they're closed today,
That's
so
true,
we don't have
they
to
are.
worry about it.
Well, yeah, good. Nobody wants their waffle fries. Yeah.
Waffle fries are fire, man. I like waffle fries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their sauce.
Oh, I do like the Chick-fil-A.
You can get their sauce at Walmart these
Yeah.
days. You don't need the store.
I would have never thought of putting a pickle on chicken before that place.
Pickle on chicken.
But it's so good.
I like pickles on chicken.
I love pickles,
chicken
but
sandwich,
I never
but-
thought of putting pickles on chicken.
Spicy.
That's a good point.
I would
Pardon?
never put up until I had it there, and then I was just like, whoop, okay. But I won't do it at home. You know, it's something I don't do. It's like sacrilegious to do it at home. I can only do Chick-fil-A.
Spartan and I got stoned after we finished the garage work and went to Steak and Shake.
Oh gosh.
Then went out to Chelsea to like a gaming store, and they had some pretty cool Funkos.
Oh man.
They had Jeff Daniels signed Funkos with certificates.
Oh, fun fact, that's where Jeff Daniels is living, right outside Chelsea. He's got a
Oh, I
theater.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he's
Oh
got a theater,
man.
the Purple Rose theater
What if
down.
I got a double signature one day? Here,
That would be
Jeff Daniels, sign my signed Funko
again.
Pop.
You've already done it
Yeah.
once. Do it again.
Do it again. You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? But that was the Funko Pop. It was Dumb and Dumber.
It was
I
him from
might go
Dumb and
back
Dumber.
and get one. There was
Because it was his
multiple.
name from the movie, Harry whatever.
Yeah, that's why we were like, who the fuck's that?
And the lady behind the counter is like, it's from Dumb and Dumber.
As soon as I saw like the character, I was like, oh yeah, I now remember. But that was a fun little trip. I got some dice.
I also got some. They're right here.
I also got some Funkos, but
Check out these bad boys. They look kind of like fire.
5-minute warning, hash time. Yeah, those are pretty cool if you make, like a fire-based mage
Or
with a
if
lot
you
of
just
fire
or
spells.
if you just like fire in your dice.
Well,
then
yeah,
you can also get it.
I'm just saying, I like theming my dice.
I feel
Yeah,
like
You could do like a
going forward with
barbarian.
mine are gonna be like purpley, crystally diamonds.
Purpley crystally diamonds. What does that mean? Like all purple?
Purple and
Purple
sparkles, man.
sparkles.
Oh, okay.
You gonna make
I
that
got-
for me?
I might. I'm gonna make everybody once I get to know their characters.
I think purpley sparkles would be me.
I already had an idea for. This is so off topic, but I already had an idea for Spartan's next character he told me about.
Ooh.
My next
for
character
making-
is gonna be awesome, and everybody's gonna
well,
love
for
it.
making dice. I was like, oh, there's definitely some shit I could do there.
Oh, that's cool.
But
Well, I think our next character we'll be a little bit more, comfortable, so we'll be able to feel ourselves out a bit. And
That was me. Yeah, like
yeah,
I
I'm playing it safe right now.
that's what I was doing too. It's like I'm just gonna play it safe and pick a character that I kind of know and stuff. The Ranger class is one that I'm used to, kind of that kind of thing in other games I've played. So I'll be comfortable with that just to learn the mechanics of the game. And then I have a second one just loosely picked because I know Baked is going to be trying to kill me the whole time, and I also
bro, I practiced my laugh today.
I also am somewhat.
I was sitting there eating lunch. And I said, "Let me get a maniacal laugh going for when I kill somebody." And I'm not gonna reveal it because I don't want to spoil it. I'm gonna have several different laughs,
Like,
but
what are you doing?
I've been practicing voices. It's gonna be great. So like, I can't wait.
All's good talk.
But I definitely.
Hey, I'm Jam Expedition.
But I also
gets that one.
That's hilarious. But I definitely will play like a way more risky person than I am in real life in a role playing game, because that's what makes role playing games fun, is you can do what you want.
Exactly.
Crazy shit. So I will likely die. So it's nice to have one kind of in the backup, so that when you do die, you got another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I got those cards coming. There's the critical hit and all that, and then I think what I'm gonna try to do is go to the craft store and get some like really good card stock paper or laminated paper or something, and so that we can make the dab and cannabis related ones.
I see what you're saying.
And mix them in. So like you might know, it might be obvious, like, because I think how I'm gonna do is have a deck, and like the next one is the next one. You pick it off the top.
Just cut
You
the deck.
shuffle if you want, yeah. But so you're gonna know if you get one of the custom ones, but you might not know which one it is.
That's cool.
So that's how I was gonna do that. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a good time smoking and fucking playing some games. But yeah. Got 1 minute to dab time. I should probably go get this rig. It would be a good break on trimming.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let me show off this nug.
Yeah, let's see it, man.
Let me trim this up here. Hang on. This is the dill pheno.
Oh, have you smoked it yet?
Yeah, and it's I don't know, it's pretty good, but it's just Let me smoke it after this and give a good review because I smoke so much. I smoked a bunch from Shout to Hambone. He gave me some snow cane, snow cane and limarilla. That was
Nice.
really good. But yeah, I gotta smoke. I'll smoke this nug that I'm trimming up after I show it off. It's pretty. It's very frosty. I can see how you could say this is still dill though. You might. So
Okay.
I'm thinking in the jar it might come out. Well, let's see.
So funny how you're like looked at me all crazy when I said dill. Like I'm crazy to know what dill smells like, and you had it growing in your front fucking yard.
Yeah.
Hash time.
I don't smell everything in my yard.
Oh,
Bro,
we
you walk right
went
past it every day.
and while you guys dab and smoke, I'll talk.
It's too hard. I gotta clean my camera.
Oh,
I think.
We went to the Hillsdale Farmers Market this weekend, and it was by far so great. We had so many smells walking by the dill. That just reminded me when you said the dill. Oh my gosh, this lady's little stand, the dill was so fragrant. Oh my goodness. I just could not believe that just this little itty bitty bunch that she had was that smelly. It was so great. We had so many good things there that we got fresh breads and bakery goods, pickles, jams. Oh, we got some fresh meat.
Greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes.
Oh my gosh, we got green beans, cabbage,
Berries.
Sweet cherries. We got wild blackberries. I was so fucking enamored with those. Oh my gosh, the wild blackberries were so great. What were plums? These little plums. They were like
Tomato plum.
Yeah, they were like
they
they were bigger than a cherry tomato, but they were so delicious. What else did we get? Squash and blueberries, lettuce, butter lettuce, what is it? Butter something lettuce.
Cherry pie, filled cherry pie.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm having tomorrow morning with that cherry pie.
For breakfast.
Shout out Hill.
Nice.
The farmers market in Hillsdale. Wow. Blew my mind. So great. So great. Can't wait to go back for a next time. It was so phenomenal. I was so bummed to miss strawberries, though. I missed the strawberries this year. But it happens. But yeah, that was super great. The beautiful flowers. They had sunflowers already that people had picked and had already like bouquets picked and cut for people. Just beautiful and not that expensive. Goodness, the amount of money that people spend for these stupid flowers at like Walmart and Kroger and and these fresh flowers that people cut for everybody.
Cool artwork.
Oh, beautiful artwork and fresh flower starts and little like ceramic pots. The ladies, they were like actually had their little wheels out and were doing the yarn and
yeah, that was cool.
Piecing it all out. Ladies had little fresh starts bulbs for next year for irises. Wow, I mean, I think we probably went around there five times.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that big an area, but we like
They do this every week.
Time we bought a few things, circled around, and then we were like, well, we guess we better make a big old loop.
I think I made 3 trips to the truck and I dropped stuff off each time,
Oh, it was so good though.
And they do this every week. Every week they have this.
Every weekend, every Saturday.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Not far from you. Oh, hey guys.
Hi.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Guys.
Sorry, we were just driving home.
No worries. Get home safe.
Just in time for hash time.
That's right.
Time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, missed it.
Just talking about the farmers
You didn't
market
miss
this
it.
weekend.
You didn't miss it. Just in time for it.
Well, it's hash time.
There you go, babe.
Hash time.
Ooh,
Here's
I'll
some-
Nice.
I'm gonna do some GMO dry sift.
Oh, there you go.
Where's the hash dome? We should hash dome it.
I just realized I was muted that whole time.
Oh,
So what I was saying was you can never really miss hash time because hash time, first of all, is in your heart and in your mind. And there's also people that listen to this show later when it's recorded, and their hash time is whenever that happens. So it could be, there's a guy in China that says, "Hey, it's hash time somewhere," and he's right. So
20 somewhere.
yeah, exactly. 710 somewhere.
Yep.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. You don't really need a reason to do a dab, in my opinion. I think dabs.
Ooh.
Unless you
It's
don't
like,
have any. I'm out.
well,
was-
yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, well, yeah. I'm
But-
doing some really old stuff. It's kind of gross. But it's a dab, so
Oh gosh, I got meat glue. This is phenomenal.
meat glue. Oh, I love the meats.
Go
I'm
ahead.
dabbing. I don't
Yeah.
even know. It's something that somebody handed me in Hash Bash, and it does. It just says KD1 organic on one side and Earth Sun Fire on the other. So I don't know which one of those is the flavor.
Huh. KD1 like Caddy Rainbow. Oh no.
KAYDEEONE.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's some kind of rosin.
Is it good?
That's why it's that. That's why it's that old, and I still have some.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. See, when I have old stuff, it's because usually I smoke the good stuff first.
I do too.
But I need to get a harvest going to like for Growly or somebody for hash because I need to re-up on a big old jar. It's always nice to have.
I hear
Yeah, we
you.
can do that. We can do that with Triple Burger.
Well, yeah, we're doing that with Trevor. I forgot. We're really
No,
so TJ gave me a good idea. Just take the tops for the smokage and the easy trimmage.
yeah, I just said that.
Is that what you said
Earlier.
there?
At the
Oh,
beginning of the
that's
show,
what
I
you
said that.
said. That's what you said. That was a good idea. Just take the tops for the easy smokage and trimmage,
And then put it, freeze everything
then
else.
everything else gets into a smorgasbord of hash and BHO down the middle. And we got the freezer space, so that'll be cool. I'm excited. Well, there's a bunch of good ones. Well, did I already talk about it on the show? The urinal cake, Fino? Yeah, I did. Um, yeah, so the urinal cake, Finos, and all that. I don't know how it'll taste when it's all mixed together. We're gonna find out. And then the Spartan Puke coming up.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm almost more excited about it just because I know both are super potent strains. So it's like I want to see, some potency, maybe.
And from
Make me
the first
puke,
couple that I did, I've only found I did two different phenos. One was very Donny like in terps. The other one was like straight onions. Like it was just like
Ooh,
straight
like
onions.
gross.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, like you need to take a shower.
I don't know about I need to take a shower, but I need to brush my teeth.
Okay.
Like it's like onion, like you bit into an onion. It's like yuck. Like
Very nighttimey.
so, but yeah, they were both pretty potent. At least the high was good. But I scrapped them both because I knew we were about to do the big pheno hunt, and I'm sure there's gonna be something I'm gonna like more.
Yeah, because I was thinking I haven't smoked any Spartan Puke. So
Yeah, it went like quick. I didn't have it long.
yeah.
I
So
should say I should have saved. I didn't save those phenos either. I could have done that.
oh
But no,
well,
I
it's
know we got
fine.
it. We'll get them
find
all.
something.
We'll get all.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get every representation, or at least the vast majority of the representations we're going to see in this pheno hunt. So
Yeah.
How
that's
many
what's cool about having a room for that. What'd you say, Tara?
days are you guys taking it?
As long as it takes.
Yeah, I'm not doing that whole set thing unless I'm doing a monocrop. That's what we do at work where it's like 67. You have to I mean you kind of have to stay on schedule, so I get it, but like
That's kind of our loose plan, though. Is that's why we have the two flower rooms. Is we can kind of dedicate one for pheno hunts and dedicate the other for being more scheduled if we want.
yeah,
You know,
for
running stuff we've already ran
monocropping
before.
or two tables of two different things so we can bulk up on concentrate flour, We're gonna try to hit events and stuff like that eventually. So we want to make sure we have a steady flow of flour. But we'll see. That is that the plan with the pheno hunt is to mainly concentrate stuff. So like I would probably say take 10 to 20% for flour because I'd like an ounce each,
Right.
Be able to give you some, give Tara some, give the boys at work some. Everybody get a good opinion around town. What's what, and then go from there. But there's no point. What I've learned from my pheno hunting in the house is there's no point. Not no point. I shouldn't say no point. There's never black and white, but there's not a lot of point in drying up a bunch of flour you're not going to want to smoke from the phenos you don't want, you
And then
know.
trim it.
Right.
But generally, you'll want the concentrated because it's just dabs and it's
Right.
going to taste at least decent because it's concentrated. But yeah. So that's
And
the
it's,
plan with
and
that.
dabs stab easy or store easier with less space than
Well, yeah, like that's the thing. Less space, less
flour.
trim, a lot of effort, labor.
Yep.
But like that's the thing. We might pop Spartan puke, and we might just be like, nope, that's the one. That's the one, and we can go ahead and scrap the others completely into frozen, fresh frozen,
True.
and just keep that one as like flour for us to smoke on, and then we'll rerun it and see what it does for concentrate. Or do a test jar run.
Yeah, but we'll use that run, the first room or the flower room 2 to pheno hunt for flower room 1, and then flower room 1 gets the full run.
Exactly. That was my idea. Yeah, to just kind of that's a great, and that's the thing. We'll have 2 tables, so you can really we'll have such a big veg. We got all these keepers and known strains. We can run a table and a table of this and a table of that, and
Right.
divvy it up and still have plenty. Because if you run, let's say 8, we're doing 16, so 3 gallons a table, you're gonna have plenty.
So will you take them to cloudy or amber?
I always shoot for cloudy because I
Cloudy.
want more of a uppity high. I'd rather always have my high not put me on my ass, to tell you the truth. Maybe occasionally when before bed or something, I want that one that puts you on your ass. But like generally, I need to be up doing stuff, so I don't want to be like lethargic or like where I get like the dab naps, where you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, I need to sleep. It's like,
I feel like I only get that with dabs every now and again. It's not very often, but
you got
I do feel you on the flower portion of it. You don't want to be all drug out, and everybody gets the when you're coming down kind of situation. You need to kind of up a little bit, but obviously, I think everybody's shooting for winners, but you definitely yourself have a certain idea in your head what you want. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. I know what you like just because I know you kind of thing, and we like the same thing. So that's why I'm kind of feeling you out for where you're headed with, your either cloudy, amber, that kind of thing. I know myself that I'm kind of more cloudy to amber myself. But that's just because I need that strength.
Yeah. Well, and like, yeah. See, that's the balance. Is like the amber is a little more potent,
You're
and
looking
so
for a high, whereas I'm looking for a certain high. He's looking for, we're all kind of, trying to.
well, then you got the hashers that want all cloudy usually for good looks, on the hash and the smush, and the end result really.
See, I like to grow my buds nice and ripe, and if I want more of a heady high, I just grow more of a lemon, or I find the terp profile to kind of modulate.
Yeah, to hit that. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's really probably a more effective way. Honestly, like I think people overthink the trikes.
Buds, like stuff that's just not ripe smells like grass, smells like hay. It just, even if you dry and cure it right, it just doesn't come through on the flavor, the smell. Like,
what do you mean? Wait, what's ripe? Is that too long or too short?
No, just not too long, just not too short. You know what I mean?
Oh, ripe is. Because I was gonna say, I honestly feel like when I take it too long, I lose terps.
That's gonna be different, probably variety to variety on trichome color, but it's just it's where the smell starts to come through. The buds are no longer getting any bigger. They're starting to senesce. All the colors have faded from your plant. It's starting to die off. That's ripe. Most of your trichomes are probably going to be amber, but again, depending on the varietal, like a sativa, it might drop all of its leaves, be done, and it still might be a little cloudy. You know what I mean? It's barely going amber at that point. Like Citrique does that, but it's done. If I let it go any longer, it's gonna start to foxtail. It's gonna go shit.
We're just getting a little finesse on a couple plants, and just on their own. We haven't started flushing yet, so just on their own, they're already doing that. So just,
Yep.
I think we've got 3 plants right now that I saw myself. One of them, actually, it's the storm shadow. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it's senescent. It's more kind of like even like lime greening up a little bit, even yellowing out almost. Not even like getting.
That is, yeah, that would say that's senescence.
Really?
Some plants
'Cause
go
it's just like,
purple
I
and
was
red.
afraid
Some
it was,
plants
like,
go
lacking.
yellow. Yeah, some plants go yellow and they just like they don't get that purple red.
She's a heavy feeder, so that was why I was a little concerned because, like, man, I could feed her every day, twice a day, and she would love it.
I've noticed the ones that are a little more sativa dominant, like the lemons.
Oh,
and
she
the
definitely.
limes. The lemons and the limes are the ones that fade more yellow and
Okay.
far less of a floral color fade or anything. We're having some gnarly malware issues right now. We got some bad pop-ups coming
Okay.
at us. It's super
Jeez.
distracting right now. We have really bad malware happening.
Oh.
Your Chrome wants to fucking download this. Your Chrome fucking
Oh
wants
my
to
God, what have you guys been?
Oh.
just nowhere.
Surfing the dark web.
You know, so this is
Chrome
okay.
site.
So to me, this is so weird because, like, when you use your computer, you get that shit, but like using our phone, I don't ever get kind of
Hold on.
like that or
I'm a
anything
full
like that.
Spartan.
It's weird how
I
it, like,
don't get that shit.
Huh?
I don't get that shit. You get that shit.
I don't get that shit.
Well, I don't know how. You just said you did.
No. Like I was saying, Red, how he gets on a computer. We don't have a computer, so I in general, like thinking back when we did have a computer, there would be like pop-ups and that kind of thing, long time ago. But we use our phones, so we don't see that. That's all I was saying. I don't know nothing about computers, so.
Computers are just as safe as phones. I'm gonna put it out there for the boomers in chat. Computers are just as safe as phones.
We did.
It's how you operate them.
I didn't say, I don't mean it like that, but I do find it funny that
the malware and stuff on your phone is just
I haven't dealt with it so much on my
There's
phone.
more security in the phone networks because
it's this Google Chrome app that I downloaded. Every time I always have to get rid of this Google Chrome. Ever since I had to download Google Chrome because of StreamYard, to use StreamYard, I've been getting malware like a motherfucker, dude. It's this.
I use Mozilla.
I have to use Google Chrome because it's a Mac and.
Oh. Yeah, because my other suggestion was going to be Microsoft Edge. And you cannot use that.
I'll probably get the same kind of bullshit for downloading
We
a
tried
Firefox
to use
app.
Firefox and it wouldn't let us use the camera.
All right, so never mind.
Oh, because what kind of camera do you have? Logitech?
It's just the camera on the computer.
Oh. You might, yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't really get it.
But I'm tarded.
I'd have to be there. I'll have to be there to check it out and see what we
I
got.
don't know whatever she's been downloading.
She's probably been downloading those like games that give you viruses.
I literally use it maybe once in a while for wedding stuff. Like that's all.
Joy is
important stuff.
She's been going to the bad torrent sites. And...
Oh well, too late. We're gonna have to quit out of everything because this computer's gonna need to get restarted and Chrome's gonna need to get uninstalled.
Oh geez.
We'll get through the show first. We won't.
Oh, all right.
Put out the wrong thing, Red, and we'll lose you.
You know the thing is, didn't people used to tout that Macs don't get viruses?
Yeah, that was a thing.
That used to be a thing.
And now what they riddled? Sounds like
That's
they're
why
riddled.
I was saying something. I remember everything.
I don't. Well, I don't.
Dude,
yeah, don't put PCs in with Macs, Tara. PCs is like what I have, what anything grows have, and
I'm
yeah.
also running a PC.
I have another one that I had to shut down because I couldn't even turn it on without having. I didn't even have a browser open, and then pop-ups would be fucking low.
Oh God!
I didn't have a browser open, and I had to fucking reformat that computer. That one's.
I feel like that's what happens when you like download.
In purgatory.
I used to like find
porn
movies that like just came out. I would like download them from the internet. For sure, like movies that were still
like you would Google like Moana download and then click something, 100% why you would, yes, 100% why you would get
on my old
bad.
computer, but we did
Yeah,
not
I know.
we did not do that on this one.
That you know of?
I
You
don't know.
guys
Like,
might need to have a talk. Who's downloaded Moana recently?
on this computer?
No. You never know, but I don't know. Max, it makes sense though. Max would get targeted just because there's probably more Macs out there as personal computers
That's what I was gonna say. It's just that the
than
popularity, whatever's the most
yeah.
popular, that's usually where they
There's
hack
more
it.
operating Microsoft computers, but that's because businesses mostly use like Office and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they're all
Um,
unique, kind of a little bit unique from each other. Whereas all the Macs are going to be exactly the same operating system.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, you got Linux. Some places just make their own operating system.
That's true. Linux is
With
pretty
that,
cool.
yeah, that's what my buddy I think uses. He manages a Linux server. But who knows? How's y'all's garden?
Gorgeous.
Who are you talking to, Big?
Oh, I was talking to Red and Becca, but they're dealing with the pop-ups.
Sorry.
Oh,
I was trying to talk.
I was just saying their garden's
You're
gorgeous.
good. Well, I was at either garden, whatever.
All of them.
Yeah.
It's blooming, man. The flowers have started. Cucumbers, got like 20 billion zucchini. Flowers. I'm drying out calendula, which is really medicinal, chamomile, some yarrow, different things. I'm gonna do some infusions with oil.
I got a plant in my backyard.
yeah, he's got a beautiful fucking
What is it?
mullein.
Mullein.
Cool.
It's
It's
I
taller.
weed whacked everything else and
How
left
tall
it.
is it? Would you say?
Hey,
At
I
least
said
5
8
foot.
foot last time, but it's probably like 6 or 7 foot. It's taller than
We're in the
me.
middle of our yard.
Oh, is it taller than you? Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
it's
tall
taller
as
than me
shit.
when I'm down there. It doesn't look like that from above, but we're gonna probably dry some of the leaves, Spartan said, and smoke them.
Yeah.
See what happens.
I mowed.
Yeah.
Good for your lungs, man.
I didn't mow, and it rained, and now everything's gonna be overgrown.
I mowed right
It's
before
all
it
right.
rained. It was
I bought a
perfect.
26 horsepower Cub Cadet, so I can take big grass, you know.
Big grass. I could take big grass.
Yeah.
Big cuts.
Yeah, big cuts.
Shout out to High and Tight in chat. Shout out to Frank. He said,
What up?
if you guys didn't know, 2 years ago we were at Bigfoot Lodge getting poured on this morning.
Oh wow.
I saw that from Frank. Goodness.
We have video of Red dealing with that water.
Digging a trench with a sledgehammer?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so fun that weekend.
No, that was. Wait, you had to do that twice because you did that at Luzerne.
That's what he's talking about.
That is,
Yeah, that's Bigfoot Lodge.
Oh, that's Bigfoot Lodge.
Bigfoot Lodge is
Oh,
Luzerne.
that's that place. Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't know
that's-
the name of it.
Yep, that was the name of the place.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I like that shit though, Red. Like I like going to the beach and creating a moat system for the castle. Or like, you know what I mean? Like obviously not in that scenario where your shit's at peril. But in a normal situation, I like digging.
We used to do that. We used to do that in our
Terraforming.
sandbox. We'd build it like a big mountain, like a volcano, and build like a track around it for the water to go, and then we'd go fill up a bucket of water and pour it in.
Exactly. We do that at the beach, just with the beach water.
So we were on an ever so slight incline, for those that don't know what we're talking about, and the water was kind of coming. I could feel the water rolling under our tent, and like we had our tent kind of facing down the ever so slight incline, and then a little canopy in front of our tent, pop-up tent, where we had just our lounging stuff. We had some stuff sitting out, like trying to stay dry, and some stuff even on the ground, and all of our vending stuff was down in there trying to stay dry. And so I just, from the back of the tent, you just start making a little moat around so the water stops going under and around, and it just starts going more around and creates a little island, and we got protected by our little island. Come on.
It was the first time I met some of you guys, and first time we went camping. And I woke up, and he had dug a trench and kept me dry all night. It was super nice. Fun times. We did good.
Well, once you get once you're sitting in an inch of water, it's easy for it to start.
Well, who was it
seeping into
that
the
was
tent.
behind us? Stoney that woke up in water?
Or Larry, one of the two.
Oh,
Either
both of
Stoney
them,
or both.
Yeah, Catacross.
Oh yeah, it was them.
Yep.
Oh my god, the rolling tray was full of water. Oh,
Yep.
all their weed was. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, their shoes were full of water. Goodness, it
They
was.
lost a guitar pick. I know because I scored a ground score guitar pick from their campsite.
We were so thankful we had our camper with us.
Yeah.
That was the one time that we like lucked out of all of our bullshit we've ever done. That was the weekend we lucked out actually and had something decent.
Yeah, you guys had a nice little dry spot there.
It would have been nice if we didn't have the dogs because they were a pain in the ass, but
I had a perfect spot.
A pain in the ass.
My spot was like perfect, unbeknownst to me, but it was perfect for that weekend. I was like under a pine tree.
That weekend,
oh yeah, you got that tattoo that weekend.
Ah, I got this tattoo that weekend from VP.
Yep.
It was
that was right in your that said trailer.
My yes one.
I thought you got that in Chicago.
No, the lady did. So
that's right.
Only ladies that have Michigan Bros tattoos out of all of you.
Who's next? Not me.
None of y'all. See, nobody said anything.
Yeah. my tattoo days are over.
I will be getting more tattoos.
We've already got tattoos.
Well, I might get more, but they'll be intricate as hell. Like I'm gonna pay somebody a couple $1,000 to do like whole back or something like that.
Prison Break shit.
I've already got some of my back going, so
Prison Break. Now that's a throwback show.
Oh,
holy shit!
I got half my back
tattoos, you know.
Yeah, Prison Break was a good show. I liked it.
Before I get any more tattoos, I want to touch up a couple, get a couple.
Yeah.
I got 7, and like a couple of them really could be better.
Yeah. Yep. I know that.
100%. I feel that. Yeah.
I'm trying to find one that I can do that my daughter and I like, and that we can do together because she has a lot more tattoos than I do already. She's already surpassed me. But I would like something that her and I could do with our tastes that could coincide. So that's my next goal, is to see what her and I can come up with.
Yeah. That's part of my thing is I have basic ones, so like they're literally like stencil, like a simple line work, and I want like one of them right here is tetrahydro whatever, THC, and but the chemical look,
the molecule.
It's just black ink, so it's like my idea one day was, that's the thing, I'm not an artist, but I'd like to get an artist, not just a tattooist, but an artist tattooist who looks at it and is like, oh yeah, I can put some colors behind that. I can put this here and make it a part of a picture somehow. Maybe something trippy. I don't know, something cool. And then that, and then fix the other one. Not fix, but like do the same thing. Give it some color and do that. But I don't know what I'll do. I saw a cool one that this guy had on at the gym, and it was anime stuff, and I was like, man, that'd be cool too. But that shit's all expensive too. So it's like another hobby. Like, oh, there goes my wallet.
Disposable income just for tattoos.
Exactly. So we'll see, but I don't know, maybe in one of my big ones I'll have a secret Easter egg in BGS somewhere, tiny, like, oh yeah, I got one. It's right there on the top bottom of the guy's sword that's stabbing the demon. But for now, I'm all right. I like the idea of they got like month-long ones. You slap them on, and now you have like a print. They're printable too.
What do you like? What do you like about that idea?
You're not stuck with them, and they're printable to the point where like you can like have pretty intricate shit. You know what I mean? Like pretty
like your boss's face.
HD. That would be hilarious. Fucking check out what I got. And then just the whole back. Oh, I'm gonna try to look into that, see if somebody makes something like that. That'd be hilarious. And then they think it's real.
Oh my god.
Oh, have to give them some dabs or something first.
Then just don't say anything. Just go in the morning, change like normal, and see what he says.
Yeah. Just make sure my back. Yeah, I'm gonna take this off for the scrubs.
You're like, oh, I forgot something outside. I'll be right back.
Oh God. Yeah, that's like I've always wanted to get a cardboard cutout of one of y'all and just like have it sitting right here in one show. And I looked up a company, it's like 60, $70. You can get a nice life size one.
That's insanity to pay 60, $70 for some cardboard.
Well, it's a HD picture of you or something printed on it. It's not just a piece of cardboard, and it stands up. But
that's crazy expensive for
well,
that.
that's why I never did it. I couldn't really justify it. But imagine if I have one of y'all behind me going something like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You have your own cheerleader in your back corner. They're always in
Yep.
your corner.
Yeah.
I like it.
So yeah, what about Cannabis Garden, Rebecca? Anything popping off there? New harvest? We got the Third Eye thing coming up this week. Y'all coming to that?
We are vending Third Eye next Sunday, 1 week from today. We do have a new harvest.
Yeah.
Where we got some Granddaddy Purple, some Flow, some Rainbow Driver, some Lemon Dozy, some more strawberries and cream. I'm going to try to make some bubble hash. I think tomorrow's my deadline. I don't think I'll have enough time to dry it if I go any later than tomorrow. So tomorrow's kind of deadline for some bubble hash. And then we made, for our outdoor garden this week, we made a compost tea. I don't know what day I did that. Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. Brewed for about 30 hours in a 50-gallon garbage can that I tossed a couple pounds of no worm castings. We don't have any laying around, but I used some Coast of Maine compost. We have a ton of chicken compost, but I don't feel confident that it's composted enough because it's been in their corral, just getting turned by them, and I'm sure they've been adding fresh, feces to it regularly. So I don't feel confident that it's like bacteria free, or at least like Salmonella, E. coli, bad bacteria free. So I moved some of that out of their corral so that I can compost it, turn it every couple days for at least like a month or so, and I'll try brewing with that. Maybe at the end of this year, maybe for like a fall little inoculation for next year. But the big thing that I brewed with was a little bit of Dairy Dew, just a little bit, and then the Coast of Maine. Added about a quarter cup for the 50 gallons of blackstrap molasses, tossed in some BioLive, and some C90, about a half a pound of C90, 8 weighable ounces. Brewed it with an airlift and a large air pump for 30 hours or so. Actually, we didn't have enough time to water it in, so then we let it sit stagnant for about another 12 hours, which after doing so, I re-aerated just to kind of give it a little mix-up, and then we watered it in. Now, this 50 gallons of tea, 10% of that, so 5 gallons or so, I used some old weed ferment that I had sitting in another can in water. So weeds like native plants laying around the yard, dandelion, thistle, burdock, even some grass, and whatever I had. I was pulling weeds one day, filled up the garbage can, and then filled it up with water. That was around Father's Day. So for about the last, 6 weeks, so something like that, it's been just sitting in relatively hot weather and kind of in the sun for half the day. And That sat there, got really nasty, really funky, filled with flies and gross shit. And then I poured 10% of that solution into the compost brewer. So 10% of that. And then when we poured it into the garden, we filled up a bucket halfway with the tea. So 50-50 tea and water. So the garden got, applied 50% dilution rate of the tea. We probably could have done 10%, but we'd have just had way too much tea. We would, we would have been watering for days. I need to get a good Venturi for my hose, so I could just put, a tube in the tank, and then I could just water my garden. That'd be fucking awesome. Or like a nice.
What's a Venturi?
Well, a Venturi is like flow goes past a siphon hole in a tube, and it allows a negative pressure to bring in, let's say, fertilizer, nutrients, air, whatever you want to bring into the solution, okay? But it creates negative pressure in your line as flow is going through. There's think of a T, okay, where the T, it's kind of crept into with an elbow into the flow line. I'd have to draw it for you for it to really make sense. But as flow.
So wait, is this a device, or you're saying
it's super mechanical? It's super easy. It's like a Da Vinci mechanical thing, and
you usually will see it on a pump baked where it has for air pumps. It'll have the pump will sit in the water, but then it'll have what exactly he's talking about, like that T in the line. And just the action of the pump creates that negative pressure, and it just sucks air through through the other side of the T, and that is injected into the water.
Flow past the line brings in whatever it is. Most times it's air. They're bringing in air solution, but it's how you use. It's basically how anything dosers are used. I don't know. Maybe some of the dosers today are used electronically with other things, but it's how old dosers used to be used, especially like the hose.
I think our dosers probably have that inside because they're not hooked up to any electric.
Not electric. Okay, then that's probably fed by Venturi.
No, your dosers are the pneumatic, where it spins and it puts the pressure on the line. It's got
okay.
So it's got a relief. So it. What was I talking about? So that would be nice to have, because right now we're just filling up buckets and then walking them across the yard, filling up a bucket halfway with tea, walking into the backyard, fill it up the rest of the way, and then literally using a hand watering can to dispense into our garden. So our entire, I don't know how many thousands of square feet of garden bed we have, but we watered the whole thing with watering cans.
Took a couple hours.
50 gallons times 2, 100 gallons by watering can. And our watering cans are 2 gallons a piece, 1.5 to 2 gallons a piece. So it was a lot of fun. You can imagine filling each one by fucking quart container. Obviously there's some progress or progressions to be made as far as limiting that kind of manual, but we do it 3 times a year. I do it once early in and maybe I'll do it a little bit more as I progress and have more gardens and more compost available, but I've only been doing it a couple times a year. So
how do you water when you don't do teas?
A sprinkler or a spot water with a hose.
From city water, or
city water with a filter.
Because I know you were planning on making your own water rain collection.
Yeah, we will have that.
So how do you plan to disperse that water once you get that?
That would need an electric pump, because we won't, because the roof where we're collecting the rainwater from is not tall enough to get us enough elevation on our.
So do a blue mat or something, yeah.
Yeah. We will probably just have maybe a solar powered pump, or honestly,
I was gonna say they got the solar powered pump. Or
that's
solar
cool.
powered.
Yeah. If I get something like that, I could water with whatever we're able to collect.
I would look into those backpack sprayers, Red. Those ones from where are they from that you're getting at work, that you're using at work right now, Big? What's that?
I got Petra
Tools. They got the ones where it's got a little pump in them. Even all you do is push a button and water, and I think was that a 3 or a 5 gallon that you hold in your back?
That would be cool.
I got a 3 gallon at home, but then there's a 4 gallon at work.
I mean, once you fill it all the way up, it's pretty heavy for the back. But I mean,
I don't usually fill it up all the way. Max I'll do is 3 out of 4.
But as you work, you know, once you get that gallon sprayed out, then it's not that heavy, and you just keep going.
And yeah, I mean, we flood it pretty heavy using a watering can too. It comes out pretty thick.
I was gonna say I don't know if the backpack could ever do something as heavy quick enough. You know what I mean? You'd be sitting there soaking it for a while.
Long time.
But there are a shit ton of nozzles they give you, so there might be one that's just made for dumping.
Or just take.
You could ask them.
Take that thing out and just have it be an open flow.
Yeah, exactly. Open flow, and you're just walking back and forth. You could have Becca fill you up, so you don't even have to take it off.
I'd rather wear the watering can on my back than holding it up, even if I am just holding it up.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It is huge. It's awesome.
That's why I support backpack leaf blowers.
Your head and shit, trying to do that. The let's see here. The big thing will be just to get our compost brewer to the garden. Like all of that needs to be. It's all up by the house right now because that's where the water supply is. But once a big project this year on top of the water collection, which will be a lot more us having our own water supply back there, but we also want to have a city tap back there. So we need to run water back there. We're going to make a project of that. I'm not going to dig a trench or do any of that kind of stuff.
I happen to know a plumber.
Oh, good. I mean, I'll do the work. I'm not really doing anything crazy. Oh, your son's a plumber? Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
His mom plenty.
Oh, very good. There we go. Well, we may need plumbers for other reasons.
We may need plumbers as well.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Everybody needs a
plumber. I require a quote.
He's a plumber and a welder.
I don't need any welding right now.
Okay, well, you never know. Just throw it out.
Exactly. You really never know.
You need a welder or a plumber.
What
I did buy some RC parts that they have to weld together.
What about baked? What about if they need to weld a hitch onto that car of yours?
And void my warranty? I think not.
Oh, we cannot break the warranty.
Do you think they're going to honor that warranty after the way they've treated you with everything else?
They better.
That was Subaru. This is Honda. Hopefully Honda treats me better.
Oh.
I told my parents. My parents bought it. I told that on the show.
You know, it's kind of funny. And the thing is, so I'm a little older than you guys. So as car sales have gone on in years, the way that the perks and the this and the that have gone, it's really comical because I purchased a vehicle, which I didn't know at the time, didn't have a spare. So sometimes if you're going to buy a sedan with 4 doors, they might not have a spare in the back, just so y'all know.
Mine didn't have a spare, but they told me because when you buy a hybrid, that's where they put the batteries for hybrids, like the hybrid part of it.
Well, they give you this song and speech of it's better mileage, you get better wind.
Oh, shit, no.
I got the whole wind
car, yeah.
But they offer a service to help you when you get a flat tire or whatnot, but only at a certain mileage. So you know.
Are you talking about a car or like a Jeep where the
miles, on the outside they won't fucking help your ass.
She's talking about like a car.
So wait, how does a tire affect the aerodynamics of the car if it's inside your trunk? Like my tire, my fifth is on the back.
They said that it was the drag of the car. It once they got rid of that spare, it helped with the drag of the car.
Of something that's inside that doesn't affect aerodynamics at all.
That's what I was told. But I'm a female, so you never know what they tell us. So I was alone.
I would say that the person telling you this shit was just stupid. That doesn't make any sense.
Sounds like a car salesman.
It sounds like a car salesman to me.
But
that doesn't make any sense.
And he got a sale out of it because when I came to him, I was like, look, I need a vehicle. I need it in my name, and I don't want it in my ex-husband's name. I need it in my name, so make it work.
Yeah.
So that's what I got.
I mean, you can always buy a spare, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, you can, and it's probably something I should have done. I haven't had any trouble, but I'm just saying, it is something that
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood, but it is
Where's-
something. It's
what are you
not just
doing?
with Kia. It's like all along the. It's like sedans. They're like not offering it in vehicles nowadays unless you have a certain vehicle.
Yeah.
So they're talking about undercar drag. Reason the Juice talks about underneath. So
they were telling me it was in sedans, like 4x4s, trucks, those kind of things all have the spares. But if it's a sedan, there's no spare.
Weird.
And it might be with Kia. I don't know because I have a Kia. I don't know.
I just feel like there's so much stuff underneath your car already.
Where are you gonna put the secret pounds if you don't have a spare? That's my whole thing.
know.
You're supposed
It
to
was
stuff them in the
weird.
tire.
All of your axles and all
Trust
your
me,
tie
it was-
rods. And
No, I think what I guess maybe they're saying is because they're putting the battery where the spare normally is, they would have to put another compartment for the spare, and they would create whatever that
Well, that's
compartment.
on my car. She doesn't have a hybrid.
No,
Oh.
I got a regular, and my
Yeah.
is in the front, and the back is where the spare should have
No,
been.
I've heard of companies cheaping
And
out and
there's a
stop
little dip and
including
everything
spares.
Spare should be, and there's just nothing. It's dipped out and like.
Did they give you a fix a flat can?
Nope.
At least. Wow.
Nope.
No,
No,
I
I have
come with, like,
hold
come
on.
with
This is
roadside assistance
they
or
gave
something.
me a number to call them if I get in a pinch, and I called that number. But at the point when I needed it, it was like 4 a.m, and I had gone over my car mileage that I didn't know that
Oh yeah.
you had to not exceed.
There's a limit.
To help you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's how. Yeah.
Yeah, there's only like 50,000 miles, and they won't help you anymore.
These reasons are exactly why I keep like a close to mechanical vehicle.
Yeah,
it's not carbureted, but it's not connected to the dealership. You know what I mean? They can't just flick a switch and shut down my operating system and kill my car anytime they want. You know?
Yeah. Well, that shut me down though. But
that's that new shit like Mercedes is doing and stuff, where it's like. I just saw an article that pissed me off about that. It was you need to fucking pay subscription to have fast acceleration.
That type of stuff.
They were limiting your fucking acceleration.
The last time I went and got my oil change,
the one before it was heated seats. The one before it was like you have to have a subscription for BMW, I think it was, for heated seats.
Why do I feel like my acceleration?
Now you're affecting performance of the vehicle I bought. Yeah.
Dude, I swear, I don't have as much acceleration after I went and got my oil change. Like, I feel like they cut us back. Like, it was part of their...
Oh, you go to Ford?
Yeah, like, oop.
I worry about going to the dealership for my stuff, but it's like, well, at least you have it on record, but it's like, yeah, what if, I don't know. I worry anyways. I've worked in mechanics, and, like, it's not foolproof. Like, they can fuck up and just maybe, like, fix it so it looks good and you don't notice that shit, but like it's not right or something. I don't know.
I definitely don't.
I do. And that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm torn. I like the new shit. I like, oh cool, all electric. It's fast as fuck. They're quiet. Whatever.
They're really not that quiet though. If you ever walked up on it, it's running.
I've been in a Plaid, and we went. Really fast. It was quiet as shit. All I heard was tires on road. I don't know, but they're actually legally supposed to not be quiet anymore. Like my car legally has a chime. So when it's under 25, which means it's not operating the combustion part, it goes
by the car, it sounds like it's.
And that's for blind people. Well, maybe I don't know.
Lady, I don't know what I'm talking about.
But that's besides the point. Because I was just meaning like that shit's cool though. We're advancing car tech. That's what it's all about since the Model T.
Oh my gosh, there is so much car tech that is advancing. I mean, literally just by what you were saying, and like literally, I walk by a car that's a Tesla every day, and it fucking sounds like it's running. So to me, that's crazy.
But it's a double-edged sword, because in the advancement we lose the ability to work on them ourselves. Like Red's right. You go work on something from like 60s, 70s. It's actually doable from the front to the back.
Yeah.
Whereas Whereas
really
you
want to
do
get
something modern, you're going to be Googling. You might
I
even have to call the company
and
to
wanting
get
to.
some sort of code.
I wouldn't know how to. If anything broke on the Bronco, I wouldn't know how to. Unless it was mechanical, I wouldn't know how to fix it. I would have.
Yeah, exactly.
I would need.
Unless it's like what I call a bolt on, you know, like how alternators used to be. They used to be right there, 3 bolts, boom. That makes sense.
I don't know how to run I don't know how to hook up a laptop to a car. I've never had to fucking do that. You know what I mean? Like that's a
Yeah.
new world for me. Like all my
I could figure it out, but that's the thing. It's like it would be
No,
a
I
figure
laptop,
out
laptop up to my
right,
car.
it would be a
I do have
figure
that
out. Yeah.
thing that I plug
instead
into
of
my
just
car and it
fix.
tells me the codes and stuff.
Well, you
Yeah.
can like there's program you know if I could run a diagnostics with my laptop but I'd probably have to find the program. I'd have to either find someone who has it where I could get it, or I'd have to pay through the roof to get it, you know, through probably some website that's going to give me malware anyway, or I have to buy it from the dealership, or I don't even know if you can get that stuff from the dealership.
It's
Oh,
it's just it's just
I don't know. Last time I bought a car, I didn't have to wait for it. So
well, that's the
you
thing.
you
That's
and
the
Bates
thing too. Now
have
you're
both gotten
waiting.
cars and have
You're
had to
probably
wait
still.
for cars.
I haven't seen new cars
It
at the
my mind.
dealerships.
I've
Yeah.
never in my life had to wait for a car. I've always been able to go to a car dealership and got what I wanted, or
You
at
know
least
what I
what
always
I
thought
want.
was
I could
weird
still
about
find
that?
what I wanted. So
As
when
lo-
you and Red didn't get vehicles, I was just like, this is fucked up.
What's weird about that is they've had build your own car on websites forever. Forever, as long as I can remember. But nobody actually, I'm going to
Nobody
build
did
it and
it.
I'm going to go pick it up. You
right.
just go to the dealership and find one of that color and that variety and
We
that
weren't long ago with
features.
a dealership for the Ford, or not even a dealership. There was some place not too long ago that we passed through driving on our travels in Michigan, and it was like Bronco City.
Oh,
There
by
was
Red and Becca's.
okay. I don't know where
Just a
it was
bunch of
by
James
there.
Ford Park. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It was so many
right.
Broncos.
You're right by the assembly plant, right
Okay,
there.
and I was like, why are they why did they have to wait on their vehicle when I see all of these just sitting there? That to me
They're not
tripped me the
finished.
fuck out.
They're not finished vehicles. They don't have computers in them yet. They have the computer, but they don't have
And that's the other.
processors.
I forget about that little
The
chip thing
chips.
that's fucking up. So that's what I forget.
Which
Some of them
I don't believe it. I don't
Some
believe
of them
it.
are sitting waiting for new tops but you know, it has to run through what happens is like in the computer system, they're scheduled for a build, right? Months out. So, or a month out or however long. And so it's scheduled to be built and it's got to be built. Like the assembly line can't stop. It's got to keep rolling through. So what it'll do is if they run out of, let's say, steering wheels, for example, or they run out of just whatever, they'll put a patch or replace, something that they have in the warehouse on it temporarily, and they'll finish the build noting that, it's not really complete, and then they'll ship it off to one of those holding lots, and then it'll sit and wait until they get a supply of steering wheels. And then those cars aren't the first to get that new steering wheel. It goes to assembly first, and then once assembly has got enough, then they ship the remaining out to the holding lots. So those people that are waiting on mod shifts or tops or fucking components to get their trailer hitch hooked up is most of them. It's a lot of that stuff. There's thousands of them. I mean, fortunately, my car got built and it got shipped out.
Straight sham. It's a straight sham.
All the things you don't know, though.
Well, in chat, AJ's saying they're using gaming rig. That's what they want you to think. They kept telling people because there was a gaming rig shortage right when Bitcoin and everything went high, and everybody's mining because that's what they were buying up, even countries. But there's no fucking way that an 12 gigabyte fucking graphics card that's powerful as sin is needed to run a fucking vehicle's on or off light, little blinky light. Come on, these are little LEDs. It needs nothing. That's why I think it's all a sham. I don't know what actually is going on.
And the ones
I
that
just know something's going on
properly. Like I still run into errors with my car. So like if I use my four wheel drive, my automatic.
Well, they're laggy too. You're telling me that a 1080, a fucking 4080 NVIDIA is gonna, and you're gonna make my car laggy? No, 4080 NVIDIA isn't gonna skip a beat. You know,
it's funny, dude. It's
everything's
weird.
gonna be quick as hell.
My truck has a glitch where if I use the 4-wheel drive, I don't care that this happens because I don't. You know that when you come to a stoplight, your car shuts off.
That's the Ford. You know who started that? GM and Chevy started that. Now, and I saw Ford do it yesterday, and I went, what the fuck is that thing? Did that guy just shut his Ford off at a red light? But it's that automatic shit.
But it's really annoying and it's kind of distracting.
It's weird.
Drive a manual, but I drive a normal manual transmission.
It does it on your manual?
Yeah. So if I come
that's
to
weird.
I put my car in neutral and I take my foot off the clutch, it shuts off. But the second I put my foot on the clutch, it turns back on, and it's like, what the fuck? So it's weird. Huh. But I can shut that off. There's a button to actually disable that, so it won't shut off at red lights.
But you have to turn it off every time you drive.
So when I start the truck,
that's what I'm saying. An expensive graphics card doesn't have enough GRAM to remember your settings the last time you sat in it, even though you've got a battery. Yeah. It's horseshit. Here's what I can do. We'll talk about it in the late session tomorrow too.
All I have to do is use my 4-wheel drive, and then I don't have to use that for like 2 weeks. It randomly glitches out for like a couple.
Oh
weeks.
Wow, that's yeah.
It's probably part of like just that being glitchy.
Well,
something I gotta get.
It makes sense when you think about a stop where you're gonna stop for a minute and then there's gonna be traffic. But like, what about those times you roll up to a red light and it turns green as soon as you stop? Like, you know, that is why I like the hybrid part, because whenever I'm under 25 miles an hour, it kicks to battery only. So like if I stop like at a stop sign for too long, and it'll just kick the battery only anyways. And so then I'm not off, but I'm not combustion gas.
No, supposedly the new starters are made so that
that's what they say. Exactly. Yeah.
I don't care. Like just on and off, like your engine going on and off, it uses up more gas from what my understanding is. Like every time you start your engine like that, I don't know. Maybe these are new efficient engines. It's not a hybrid. I get fucking 20 miles to the gallon. Definitely not an efficient engine. So
poor DOG.
Yeah, he's yelling at us right now.
We were gone.
Wants to be up on the couch.
We were gone too, and we bought 2 cat toys for the cat, and the dogs already ate all the feathers off the cat's toy within 5 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The dogs had the
cat. I changed my cat's name.
I came in for a dab and like went back out, and they already ate the feathers off the cat.
I changed my cat's name. Spartan is laughing about it, but I changed my cat's name to Snorlax, and that's it fell asleep in my arms and stuff like that. But also today it fit perfectly because I came home and my driveway is just a straight, and I gotta go this way to park, and there's Snorlax just blocking the whole driveway, and he wouldn't move until I got out and like, get out of the way. And I was like, you're such a Snorlax, because that's literally Snorlax's first appearance in the original Pokemon. He's blocking like a river or something because he fell asleep, and it's causing a problem.
Nope, he's
a
Snorlax.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, speaking of a Snorlax, I just won a showcase in Pokemon Go.
Oh Lord, I didn't know people were still playing that.
Yes, I am. I am.
Do you go places for it?
Yes, I do. Cemetery still.
Oh wow, that's creepy. I will go there.
Oh gosh, I've got an even creepier thing. Okay, so my maiden last name is Hansen, S-E-N. So when I was coming through this town in Ohio,
make it quick.
I was traveling through and I was like, oh, I see this yummy cemetery. I was like, I wonder if I could get me some Pokemon. And so I was like, I'm going to go.
Cemetery.
And I don't normally do this. Literally, I honest to God do not do this. But I passed by 6, 7, 8 times. And I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to fucking do it. And so I traveled back to the freaking thing. And it was like this gravel path. And I like came out to the little thing. And I was like, okay, I'll park right here. had my little Kia. I got out, and the name on the cemetery gravestone was Hansen. My last name. My family, my maiden last name.
That's why you don't go to cemeteries. If you
And
don't
I
go to
was-
cemeteries, things like that don't happen.
I was like, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this shit? I sent it to my brother and my sister and my mom, and I was like, holy fucking shitballs. What is this shit? And they're like, oh my God, I don't know, because this town we've never heard of before, so we don't even know of it. But I got a bunch of Pokemon.
Well, that's good.
But I got this freaking scare beyond ever
Pay
before.
attention to what Pokemon you
Literally
got.
rolled up on this fucking cemetery
More on the late sesh.
Yeah, more on the late stage tomorrow.
on
Yeah.
the fucking gravestone.
Yeah,
Ed,
we'll have to
Family.
tell you about the wood chips we scored.
We got
Like that.
to. Well, we'll do that tomorrow. Thanks for
All
hanging
right,
out, chat.
on the late
More
sesh.
wood chips.